Hello, welcome back to my channel and the Peugeot 104 project. Guys, I'm absolutely taken back. Thank you so much for the comments and the views on the last video. It's done really well, and for a little channel like that, I'm completely blown out of the water, so thank you very much. I'm going to do this car justice and see it through. I bought a Peugeot 104 workshop manual from a popular auction site for 99p, so good times. Today's objective, we'll get the spark plugs out, we'll get some penetrating fluid down the bores. I'm going to go with ATF rather than diesel because I've heard that works better for this situation, and hopefully I'll get this engine to turn over. So without further ado, let's crack on with that. Try and lead the leads in some sort of sensible manner so they can be put back as they were taken off. That wasn't even on. There we go. Looks like little skinny plugs. That's better. I don't think these plugs have been out for years. Right. Well, that's not. Every day is a learning day. I don't know if you can see down there the top of the spark plug, and that's attached to it. Does that have to come off first? What a pain in the backside. Anyway, now we should be able to get the plugs out. I mean, in theory that should have worked, but maybe it's a bit worn. But that's better. God, what a workup. So the spark plug for reference is a BP6EF. Doesn't actually look too bad. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and get the rest of those off. So what I need is a box spanner set, because the original spark plug tool is bent or misshapen, so it's not gripping the plug. That in itself is deep enough to remove the spark plug, but obviously it's just slipping at the moment, so I'm trying to get these extensions off so I can then, there we go. So with that out of the way, which I must look after, I can now get my socket in there and get the plug out. What a faff. At least with the engine off, when I get to finally turn this thing over, it won't be fighting any compression. Yeah. Oh! Look how gummed up and rusty that is. So I'll get some ATF down the balls and hopefully that'll free that off. That might be the sticking cylinder, guys. Yeah, don't like the look of that at all. This is the problem I'm having, it's access, getting my hand in there. I can't get my hand in there to grip the top of that electrode, or extension if you like, so I'm just using pliers to get that started, and when that comes off I can then get my socket in there at an angle and remove the plug. But yeah, well, 3 down, 1 to go. Let's just carry on and get this done. Back in a sec, guys. So I'm going with Liquimatic D2, which is the Morris product. It's basically just Dextron 2 or automatic transmission fluid. That should do for this purpose. Also, it comes with a handy spout. Well, that's gone everywhere. That should do that. When this car does finally turn over, it's going to be like a scene from Murder, She Wrote. Right, all we can do is just let that soak now. So I've tried putting pressure on the fan belt and trying to turn the alternator over to spin the engine over, but it's not having any of it. It's seized solid, guys, so we're going to let that soak. I'm going to have a cup of tea and we'll come back to this in a couple of days.
Several days later.
Hello, welcome back. For you it's been a few seconds, for me it's been a few days. I had to abandon work the other day on the car because I didn't have a spanner big enough to turn the crankshaft pulley over. Also, I wanted to leave it soaking, so we've done that. It's now Sunday. The first part of the video was filmed on Wednesday, so it's had a few days to soak. Whether that's long enough or not, we don't know. But I've got a friend from work coming with a spanner shortly. He'll be along, dropping that off. And then, can this engine turn over? Can we free it off? Fingers crossed. In the meantime, I've bought some bits. I fitted a new battery. You might have seen that in the last bit of footage. I've got a new ground strap because the one on there looks pretty poor, so that'll give it a good chance to turn the car over. And also a replacement spark plug socket, so we can now refit the plugs when it comes to it with the correct tool. Good times. So I think we'll just crack on and fit that earth strap now while my mate's on the way with the spanners. The weather is horrendous today. We've got like a 90-mile-an-hour wind. There's leaves everywhere, despite the fact I swept up 2 days ago, so that's not annoying in the slightest, is it? But yeah, let's crack on with the spanners and get that ground strap changed. Good times. Right. So I'm going to be replacing this, like I said, because it's, well, you can probably see it's all, it might be alright with a good cleaner, but we're going to change it anyway. There we go. Lovely, that's better. Right. Oh, it still stinks in there. What, are you going to go in the ignition? Right, this way around. That works. Got dash lights, horn. That's better. Do we try it on the starter? No, okay. Heater motor. Check. The indicators, how did you do that? Oh, did something. Probably just needs to be running. I know the lights work because I tried that the other day. Hazards. Hey! Right. I think the best thing to do is to wait till the spanner turns up and then we can see if we can get this thing to spin over. Please spin over. Back in a sec. Right, good news. We have a spanner and it's 1.25 inches for reference. Thanks to Paul at work for supplying that. He just dropped it around centre. So I'm going to crack on and see if we can get this thing to turn freely. Fingers crossed. Right. Do I need to get this out of the way or can we just sort of see if it'll go on? Out of the way, but oh, that's on. Oh, wow! Not took that at all. Come on. You get out of the way. That's getting freer. I do wonder whether the head gasket went on this and it overheated and partially seized. There doesn't appear to be any coolant in this car whatsoever. But a friend of mine at work was saying the other day, I was talking about the state of the plugs, you know, that rusty one we found a minute or two ago. He suggests that I drain the oil and see if any water comes out. So I might do that later. Oh, that's visual. Oh, yeah. We've got most she wrote. Right, let's just go back another. I want to do a complete cycle. Like I've seen Derek down Vice Grip Garage. Just go back. Let's go back if we can. Oh, stuck solid. So we've reached a sticking point. Let's keep going. Okay. Let's try going back the other way. The lazy part of me wants to see if there's a crank on the starter, but I want to try and do a full rotation first before I do that. And we haven't achieved that yet. Oh! Lovely. What's worrying is I haven't seen any fluid come out of those ports yet. So we can't do a full rotation. Should have done this in the first place, really. But live and learn. You go back there. That's the housing place. Is this bolted into? What's going on there? How supposed to get to that? There's the winding now slipping. Don't like that at all. Shit. It's reaching a sticking point. Oh, did that just go past it? Yes, I think she's coming good. Come on. Oh! I definitely went further. Yeah. Come on, one rotation. Come on, please. You can do it, Phyllis. That's definitely. Lovely scanner. No. It's got stuck again. It's got it. That's gone. Yeah. It's got to be a rotation now. Actually. If the pistons are moving through you should see that screwdriver move up and down. That's moving. Watch that screwdriver. It's going to end up inside the engine. Do we need more volts? Right, we have a good connection. Is she free enough? Whoa. That cranked. That cranked, guys. Come on! Ready for this? We definitely have a flat battery or something's not happy. Come on! First time in 28 years, guys. Right, so I'm going to put the battery on charge, give this thing a fighting chance of cranking it over, and while I'm waiting, cup of tea. Well done, old girl. Right, well that definitely needs a good charge, so we'll leave it be for a little while and have a cup of tea and come back to it. That's absolutely fantastic news. Means potentially this thing could fire with a bit of petrol down the carburettor. But guys, I'm going to leave it here for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It would really help my channel out. In the next video, will this thing fire? I reckon so. Well done, old girl. Right, I'm going to let that charge, have a cup of tea, and I'll see you probably in a week's time with another video and some more content on Phyllis, the 104. Until then, see you soon. Cheers.